Hello class. In this assignment we're going to practice using image adjustments and adjustment layers. Before starting this image, please make sure you watch the Adjust the Image Quality tutorials. There are 4 of them on the website. Make sure you watch them all and you practice those tools on some pictures. We're going to need 2 pictures. They both could be your own pictures, or you could just go ahead and download from pexels.com. My first picture is already on my screen right now, and I want to add the other one into a different layer on my work file here. There's a quick way to do that. I'm just gonna resize my Photoshop window a little bit and see my second picture is right here. You can always go ahead and click on Finder and find your picture on the browser as well, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just drag this one here into my file. When you see the plus size, that's a good sign. It's going to be added to your work file. Just release the mouse and press enter. You see the second layer, it's already there. At this point, we're going to resize this picture. We're going to make it smaller and make 3 copies of it and tile around your background. Command T or Control T for the free transform tool if you remember. And we just resize the picture, and I'm just gonna put 1 here, press enter. And then to copy this picture, we're gonna duplicate this picture. You can either press Alt on your keyboard and drag the picture wherever you would like to put the second one and release your mouse. For the third copy, I'm gonna go ahead and use duplicate layer option. Right click on the layer and I will just click the duplicate layer and press OK. So this is just another way of creating another copy of your layer. So I want you to go ahead and explore the adjustments and apply 3 of them or multiple adjustments on one picture and see how make them different look. For example, for the first copy of my picture, I would just go pick image menu, go to adjustments category and pick brightness and contrast. To change the brightness and contrast, just use these settings. You can make it a little brighter and less contrast picture and press OK. For the second one, I might use posterize. And so for the third one, I might just go ahead and use photo filter. This is a good color, so I want to make it a little warm color, warm picture for this one. And then press OK. I tiled my pictures this way. I think that looks better. As you see, some adjustment layers, some adjustments in the image menu, adjustment category, are actually filters, and they're applied to those related layers. We are going to use adjustment layers for the background image over here. So I just want to hide these layers to get them out of our way for now, and then we're going to put them back later. This time I'm going to use adjustment layers. The difference between adjustment layers and image adjustment is adjustment layers doesn't change the original picture. When you apply an adjustment to an image from this menu, that actually goes ahead and change the images itself. But if you apply an adjustment layer, it creates a different layer on top of the layer that you would like to apply this adjustment and do everything there. If you just hide the adjustment, you will see the original picture as it is. And you can always go ahead and change the adjustment and see back and forth. As you see, there is a layer on top of the background picture, and that means it only affects this picture. If you would have more layers underneath this adjustment layers, it would affect all of those. What I'm going to do is I will just delete the part that I don't want to apply, the black and white adjustments. So I'm just going to go ahead and use just regular eraser tool and I'll use a soft brush, and depend on the size of my flower, this would work for me better, I mean good enough. So I'm just gonna go ahead and delete the adjustment layer on this part of this image. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use eraser. If you accidentally delete some part, you can always go back with Control Alt and Z, Command Alt Z in Mac, or you can click on this mask to see your selection. The best way actually going to overlay to see how your selection looks. And this is the brush tool. You can add or remove parts from your selection with this brush tool. So for example, if you would like to add some part to the black and white area, you can use this plus sign with this brush tool. Just go ahead and add. Just touch a little bit on wherever you would like to fix and press OK. Our partially black and white picture is ready. So all I need is unhiding the other layers that I would like to put in this image. One last thing that I would want you to do is type your name in this image, somewhere in this image. But this time I want you to use vertical type tool. In last assignment you use horizontal type tool. This time please use vertical one. So make sure if your size is too big, you might not see the text tool working properly. It actually doesn't fit your text box. So make sure that you have like smaller size first and you can resize later on. So I'm just gonna put my name right here. As you see, it just fits perfectly. And well, it's just a lock though. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick a different color for my name. To change the color, to edit your text for anything, you have to click on the text box and then just go right on top of your text box and highlight your text. I would like to put a nice red color. Actually, I would just use color picker to get the, this perfect red from the rose and press OK. Here we go. My collage is ready for this assignment. Please save this picture first as a Photoshop document. So please save it black and white PSD. Make sure it's Photoshop format so it can keep the layers there, and you can go ahead and save them. You can go ahead and edit them later on whenever you open this picture again, this file again. But for me, please save this one as with the same name, but please pick the JPEG format and then save. Remember, JPEG format, just flatten all those layers and you just have one layer. Everything is in one flat picture. So you submit that.